Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lumsy. I'm back again with another video, guys. Today's sewing tutorial is how to make a modesty panel, very neat and no excess. If that's what you want to learn, then continue watching till the end so you don't miss any of the sewing tips and tricks. To my returning subscribers, you guys are the best. Thank you for always coming back to watch my video and support by liking and dropping your comments. And if this is your first time coming across my channel, consider subscribing and hit on the notification bell icon. For today's sewing tutorial, let's head over to the table. Here is the back panel that I'm going to be using for this tutorial. What we have here is the center back, and I'm going to be taking some inches away for the lacing. So from here I'm going to take away 1.5 inches at the lower part. This is the lower part. Then this upper part, as you can see where the armhole is, that's the upper part. So on this upper part I'm going to be taking away 2 inches. Next, I'm going to trace this out to get the panel that we're using for the modesty panel. So remember, this will be on fold. I'm going to fold the main bodies in. So this will be the main bodies and this will be for the modesty panel. So I'll be putting this on my fabric. As you can see, this is it on the fabric on fold. So now I'm going to be adding sewing allowances to this up and down. I'll add 1/2 inch sewing allowance all the way around. I hope you took note of the way I folded it. One side was longer than the other. So after adding all this sewing allowance, I'm going to now measure again, because this one side will be longer than the other side. So here I have 1/2 inch all the way. From here to here, remember, is 1.5, and from here to here I'm going to add 1 inch from this sewing allowance I added. So I will add 1 inch there for the other side of the panel. So I add 1 inch on that side. Now this side will now be 3.5. So this 3.5, I will make the lower parts the same 3.5. So I will mark 3.5 on this side. I will then connect the two lines after marking them. Now the part that is shorter is the part that is going into the bodies, and the other one is the one that will be hanging out. So I'm going to cut these things out. Just watch the way I will cut them out. Now I have the full pattern for the modesty panel, as you can see. So remember, this side is the side that is going into the bodies and this is the one hanging. So I will cut this into 2. I've already cut it, as you can see. I'm going to go to my machine now and join this here. Just close up all the sewing allowance, leaving the other side open. After I was done, this is how it looks. So I'm going to just snip off, you see the lining and the main bodies. I'm going to just snip off this piece and turn that out. If you're still watching till this time and you haven't liked this video, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and smash that like button, and if you haven't subscribed up till this moment, go ahead and subscribe And remember to turn on the notification bell icon so you don't miss any of my sewing tutorial. Now the Modesty panel is ready. The next thing I'm going to do is, I prepared these loops in the last video. I'm going to be dropping that in the description section so you learn how to make these lacing loops. So this is the main fabric. I'm going to place these loops here like this, and I'm going to sew it. After sewing it to secure it, I will sew it here to secure it. Next thing I would do is to place the Modesty panel on it, and then I would go ahead and use the lining to sandwich all of them. So here is the lining. I will use it to sandwich all of them. So let me just go and do it one after the other and show you. Here it is. I have joined the loops, as you can see, and I have also sewn the neck of the lining piece. So I'm going to place the Modesty panel here. So it's the main fabric, loops, Modesty panel, and then I will use the lining to now finally sandwich all of them. So I'm going to sew it here. Remember that the lining will always, the allowance will always come to the lining piece. So you go ahead, turn it, and you sew on the place where you have sewn the loops. As you can see how I sandwich all of them together like that. So go ahead to your machine and sandwich all of them together and follow this line and sew it. After I was done, this is how it looks. You see how neat this is? So if you haven't really watched that video on how I made these loops, guys, you are missing. Just make sure you go ahead and watch it, because you can see how it makes this very neat. You can decide to fold the Modesty panel in, or you can bring it out, any one you wish to do. So we have come to the end of today's video. If this is your first time coming across my channel, remember to subscribe and hit on the notification bell icon. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch and support. Don't forget to drop your comments. It makes YouTube to know that people like our videos. So make sure you drop a comment, even if it's saying hey, hello, anything. Just go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section. Give it a like, share it if you can, and I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.